Akira Kurosawa, one of the immortal masters of cinema, no doubt most famous for his incredible Japanese samurai films. I'm talking Seven Samurai, oof! I'm talking Yojimbo, oh yeah! I'm talking Ran, ooh la la! But did you know that in 1975 he made a film about a Soviet army explorer befriending a native Goldie hunter? Let's talk about that. The year is 1971. Quite some time has passed since Kurosawa's incredible films of the 50s and early 60s. And after his latest film, Todescaden, failed at the box office, an in-depth and depressed Akira Kurosawa attempted suicide. Thankfully, the attempt was not successful, though in its aftermath it did look like that he might never again make a film, especially with the Japanese film industry seeing him as more and more of a financial risk. This changed in 1973 when the Soviet studio Mosfilm approached him with an offer of collaboration, an offer to direct, for the first time in his career, a film not in the Japanese language, a Soviet film. The film was to be Dersu Uzala, based on the biographical writings of the Russian explorer Vladimir Arseniev, memoirs which Kurosawa had known about and indeed had wanted to make into a film for decades. And the result? The result is, in my opinion, one of the best and most unique films that Kurosawa has ever made. Let's take a look at what that is. And if you haven't yet watched this amazing film, do it! Go do it right now! Do it and then come back to finish the video. For the rest of us, let's continue and talk about Dersu Uzala. The first thing I absolutely have to mention is the look of the film. It is absolutely stunning. Shot at the actual locations of the deep Russian southeast, and the only Kurosawa film to be shot on 70mm, it feels so incredibly authentic and naturalistic. You can really see the beauty and the colors the world has to offer. Whether it is the ever-present forest, the roaring of the campfire, the howling wind, the majestic river flowing, the freshly fallen snow, a dangerous predator, the setting sun, the expanse of nothing.
В этом молчании таилась какая-то угроза человеку.
But that isn't just the beauty of nature. You also see an army unit marching and singing, a man sitting and contemplating his life, two explorers struggling to survive, a goodbye,
До свидания.
and a reunion of friends.
Здравствуй, капитан.
Здравствуй, здравствуй, Дерсу.
A moment captured in time.
Знания о Дерсу связаны у меня с началом этой осени.
Most important of all, Dersu Uzala gives these beautiful images the time to breathe. Long, calm shots that let you breathe and meditate along with them. Let you truly witness the beauty and the horror of nature, as well as the beauty
Маленький капитан.
Правда? Как я рад. Это будет
and the horror of the modern world. And at its core, this is what the film is about. Two worlds represented by two characters, enhanced by two amazing lead performances. Dersu the Hunter, played by Maxim Munzuk, living his nomadic life in the massive Siberian wilderness, and Vladimir the Soldier, played by Yuri Solomin, whose home is the city of Khabarovsk, and is only a temporary visitor in the wild taiga. Yet these two men, despite being from other worlds, despite having different cultures and backgrounds, still manage to become friends. No, something more, brothers. For they do share two important things in common. They are both human and both have good hearts. When they first meet, there almost immediately forms a sort of bond between them. As opposed to the other soldiers, Captain Arsenyev doesn't just see Dersu as an interesting outsider. He sees him as a fellow comrade. Likewise, I think Dersu also straight away knows that the captain is a good soul. As they spend more time together, Vladimir becomes more and more impressed by Dersu's survival skills, and even more than that, by his kindness and compassion. The two share quiet, personal moments with each other. And when they go ahead alone to explore the marshland regions around Lake Kanka, is when they truly become brothers. Lost and caught out by sunset in treacherous terrain, they work together to build a shelter and survive the freezing night. Here we also see some of the most beautiful images of the entire film. Human battle for survival against the harsh world around them. After this, they are truly equals, truly brothers. Though they cannot stay together forever. As the expedition nears its end, they must depart. The captain returns to his world, a world to which Dersu does not want to follow. He has his own way of living that he must abide by. And so, on the railroad across the vast Siberian region, a sort of a link of the two worlds, they say their goodbyes. 5 years later, they meet again and instantly reconnect like lifelong friends. Another long expedition lays ahead of them, bringing more moments of camaraderie, of exploration, of survival. But near its end, something changes. Whether it is because he injured a Siberian tiger and thus invoked the wrath of nature, or simply because of the unavoidable passage of time, Dersu begins to lose his eyesight. And something like that, for a hunter, means the beginning of the end. This time, when Captain Arsenyev again invites him to his home in the city, a frightened Dersu accepts, though he soon realizes that he cannot walk through this modern world. Many aspects of living that the common person finds straightforward, Dersu struggles with. He does not understand why a rich merchant would steal his money. He does not understand why someone would take more than they need. When he is living with the captain and his family at Khabarovsk, he doesn't understand why someone would pay for water when there is a fresh stream nearby. He doesn't understand why he cannot simply cut down a tree for wood if he needs it, or why he cannot fire his rifle in the air in order to clean it. In a broad sense, he cannot grasp two things. Why would people make life more complicated than it has to be? And why would they wish to hinder one another? His way of living is fundamentally different. He shall forever be a stranger without a purpose in this world, and thus he must live. Even if that means a physical death in the wilderness due to his old age, that is still a better alternative than the slow, spiritual one he faces in the modern city. And so Dersu Uzala and Vladimir Arsenyev once more part ways. Though they are brothers, neither can stay in each other's world forever. As they say their goodbyes, the captain gives Dersu a newer model rifle to help his chances of survival. But in a twist of cruel irony, he is instead killed for it. To kill another human being for an item they possess, a concept completely foreign to Dersu. Yet this doesn't make him any less susceptible to it. And as Captain Arsenyev laments over the death of his brother, he no doubt also contemplates the needless machinations that led to it. The physical death of Dersu Uzala has come. He is buried beneath mighty trees on the outskirts of town. And 3 years after that, his spiritual death has also arrived. The trees where he was buried have been cut down to make way for the expansion of civilization. His resting place has been desecrated by this needlessly greedy modern world and its peoples. And that is Dersu Uzala, a beautiful, thought-provoking film about people, their way of living, their relationship with the world and with each other. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And as always, thank you for watching.